Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt to the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag down. They're already walking this one back. This one's not going to stand. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Going for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. On now, Tucker McCann. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead. There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points. And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down. Second down, here's Strong once more. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago. And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass? A free safety. Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house? Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head. Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was. Running room at the 50. Look out. 20, 10, 5, he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely. Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go. Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense. I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And whatever up to the days of just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they? Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Now Jones. Hits him in stride.
And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Pierre Strong with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they're looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Schmidt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That's Strong bringing it in on the out route.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down. This one to Bourne out on the left side. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones will try and run with it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Mac Jones.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Pats have moved out in front.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 5. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll give it to Strong. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now off to the races down the right side. 30. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 2. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Finding Henry here on the crossing route. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run with Strong.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Folk's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Schmidt.
He finds Wilson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jones now. A final shot before break.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached half halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Schmidt. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Mac Jones
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Patriots have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Off play action. Schmidt. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down here, strong once more.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
What an advantage having a elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And here comes
now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Bryce Hall.
He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Jones, another shot here after the pick-6. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Schmidt. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Jones off the play fake. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Jones going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Strong again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort him.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Pierre Strong with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Schmidt. Open man is Uzama. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Schmidt. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Schmidt.
This pass out wide to Hall.
It's a room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He's back to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. And enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jones.
Open man is born. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw is Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now Jones. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop.